Hi everyone, it's Vicky here today designing for Hip Kit Club it's my final layout with the May 29 kits. My June kit should be here any minute now. So my assignment today is to do different things with stamps. Well, not different things, but just to focus on the stamps. So my idea to start with is to do lots of little stars and hearts in the colours that match the kit. So I just pulled out some distress oxides that I have. It didn't need to be oxides. I haven't used them in that way, just coloured stamps. So I just proceed to stamp out lots of stars and hearts from the stamp set in the different colours. And I also add some black ones in there. And I also wanted to do some word stamps. So I'd already done them because I've been playing to see what I could do. And I'm just showing you here what I did do. I just sort of put some paint on the page, the Magicals from Lindy's Magicals, and I then stamped over just like that and then cut out around the shape. So you can see I did it with the fun and the nope and all of those. So that's quite a fun way to do it, to make your own die cuts. So I have this picture of me and my friends at a barbecue that we had at my house a couple of years ago. There's me on the left with my big sunglasses. And I've taken this Dear Lizzie paper, which I want to use down the middle, and I want to put something alongside it. So I thought the orange went really well. And at this point, what I'm not thinking about is the colours that I have in my stars and hearts that I made. So actually, I don't end up using a lot of those, but I do use some. So they are used on there. But I can save those stars and hearts for another layout, another time. So I've ended up with the Dear Lizzie paper and the oranges from the Horizon collection from Paige Evans. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking the very smallest heart from the stamp set and just stamping onto that page, just sort of between words. So just sort of between a word and the next hashtag. So I thought that looked quite sweet on there, and just sort of added to the black and white on the paper. The words weren't necessarily related to my picture, but I didn't mind that really. I just think it looks quite good. So I'm just gluing those down to the page and trimming off the edge. So the next step is to find some things for layering, and I really love this selfie paper, and the sort of the peachy colour and the teal colour there go quite well with the paper. So this is from the selfie paper is All Hearts, I think, All Heart collection, but it all goes so well together in these kits that Kimberly puts together for us. And this just peachy paper is also from Dear Lizzie, so I'm just cutting out some of the flowers and the leaves, and then I'll cut out a couple of the peaches as well. So all within the sort of the same kind of colour scheme of the base paper that I put on. So I just cut through all of that, and you can see they're all cut there. And I keep reaching over, and you keep seeing my arm because I went to a retreat last weekend, and I'm trying to find all my tools. I couldn't remember where I'd put them when I took them out, so I keep reaching across. So here we go. So just layering the photograph up with some of the Project Life cards that sort of coordinate. I don't do Project Life, so I often use them on my layouts, and they're great for layering photos. Just the right size. So looking for my stapler, so I staple that together and then stick the photograph on top. So I'm just going to use those pieces from the All Heart paper for layers. And I'm just sort of deciding how I want it to look. And first of all, I think I'm going to put the flowers around the photo, but I changed my mind. It just doesn't work very well for me. So I start to move them around to think, where should I put them? And I sort of end up thinking they'll look quite nice vertically down the side. So I tuck them all in along there and then sort of carry on layering. So goodness knows what I was doing there, probably off looking for another tool. So I pull out this die cut that says Girls Day Out. We weren't actually having a day out, we were at my house, but I guess it was a day out for the other girls, just not for me. But it worked really well there, the colour and what it was saying, the sentiment. So I'd start thinking about layering these little cutouts that I cut out of my stamping earlier. And I just start to think it's too much at this point. So Yeah, I don't use all of those. I do use the pink hearts and a couple of the yellow hearts, but you'll see where in a little while. So I'm going to start to stick all this together as a cluster with the photo and the peaches. Like that. And then the little flower there that I cut out separately, I put that on a foam dot so that it's standing up a little bit. Okay, so then I think that I'll put my photo over to the side and I'll put those leaves all the way up the side to fill it. So I just need another one to fill that space because they're just one too few, I think. So there we go. So it sort of completely goes down the line. So now I'm going to cut out some more flowers. I want some individual flowers, and again I'll cut through that, but I start to stick them on dots. Oh, okay, I'll cut those in a minute. But that's the fun stamp I did earlier. So I just, like I said before, I just painted some of the yellow paint on from the kit, the colour kit, onto a piece of paper, stamped down fun, and then cut around what was there. So I was either cutting around the letters or I was cutting around the paint. So I think they work quite well, and they look, you know, look like some of the die cuts that you get in kits these days. So I recommend trying it. It's really, really nice idea, I think, with words. So, okay, so those were the flowers that I cut out extra, and I'm just sticking those down with foam dots as well, just to raise them up a little bit. Okay, and here's where I decide what to do. I'm going to stick on the pink hearts on foam dots just to raise them up. So sort of randomly over the page, obviously not over top of the black heart. So we have the smaller and the larger hearts stamped in slightly different way. I put some foam onto the back of the photo cluster just to raise that off the page. And this is just foam that's sticky one side, and then I put glue onto the other side. Okay, and that goes there. What am I doing now? Just sticking another heart on there. I put a couple of yellow hearts on there. They're just flat, just to pull in the yellow from the fun word there, just because it's a bit brighter than the other yellow on the page, so I just wanted to pull that in. A couple of all heart floral stickers there to go down the side. And then the butterfly stickers, I thought they had too much white around the edges, so I thought I would just trim that up a little bit. And then I put some powder on the back of it just to make it non-sticky so that I can put it down with the wings sticking up. And I do the same thing with a slightly smaller one, except I have the sense to put the powder on first, so it's easier to cut. Okay, and so I just put that one down there as well. XOXO, little word sticker there, from the all heart sticker sheet, and then the clear, sort of clear stickers then as well, that says Girl Power, and I just put that along the side there. And we're nearly there, just a few little splatters that I put on with the Lindy's. So I mixed the yellow and pink to make an orange, and I also put some of the pink on as is, I think. Yeah, some pink on there. So, and I just put some pink over in amongst the flowers on the other side as well. You don't actually see them very well in the final image, but the close-ups should show them to you. And here come the close-ups. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it gave you some inspiration. I forgot to mention that I also did some stitching down the side of the paper there. You can see in the close-up. So thank you for watching. I'd love it if you could hit like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again soon. This has been Vicki for Hip Kit Club. Thank you. Bye-bye.